Hello, Aggie fans. Men's basketball stays undefeated while women's basketball finally gets back to 500. I'm Jacob Russell.
And I'm Michael Faget. These stories, news on the 2010 Aggie Hall of Fame class, and a farewell to a familiar face are up next. Let's go in the huddle. Basketball hosted and won the first Cameron Thanksgiving Classic. The team defeated Tabor College 84-58 on the first day. They then defeated Bacone College 68-61 to win the tournament. The win puts their record at 3-0. Sophomore guard Milton Gardner led the Aggies offensively in the tournament. He averaged 18 points off the bench. Junior Donardo Eland averaged 16 points and 7 boards as well. The team hosts Hillsdale Free Will Baptist on the 30th in the Aggie Gym. Tip-off is at 8 p.m.
Women's basketball won their first home game of the season. They defeated the University of Sciences and Arts of Oklahoma 79-65. The win puts them back at a 500 record with 2 wins and 2 losses. Guard Lindy Neville led the team with 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Junior guard Josie Stewart chipped in with 18 points, 4 boards, and 3 steals. The women play host to Hillsdale Free Will Baptist on the 30th as well as the men, but their game tips off at 6 o'clock p.m.
The 2010 class for the Aggie Hall of Fame was announced. The class includes Alan Colson, Daryl Jones, Ralph Ty Hertzler, Worden Wick Perrick, Leroy Jackson, Donna McGill Dilks, and Harvey Pate. This class marks the 3rd list of inductees into the Hall of Fame. They will be inducted during homecoming in February. Today we have co-host of In the Huddle, Jacob Russell, with us for our interview. Jake, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I was already here, so I might as well stay.
There's been a lot of change as you've been on campus, especially in the competitive nature of Cameron sports. Talk a bit of how you've seen that change happen over time.
Cameron's got a long-standing tradition of athletic excellence, and something kind of got away in some areas of the certain programs, Recently, since basically, kind of when President Ross came in as president, athletic director Jim Jackson was hired. Within those last time span, we've kind of got people in place who really take pride in Cameron University and the athletic departments and have shown that to their players and exhibited that through their players into the community. And it's really done a great job of not only boosting us, our esteem back up, and also helping us in the Lone Star Conference be competitors, but has also helped the community to rise up around us and, really come and support Cameron. And that's been really easy to tell if you go to any of the home games, used to be a little bit not too full, and now packed bleachers. So,
talk about this year in sports. We've had a lot of history already made. Julius Career is an All-American for cross country. They've won some of the cross country meets. Basketball off to a good start, 3-0. Women's basketball 2-2 at the start of the season. It's already been a good year for sports. Talk about this year so far.
Cross country, of course, we had their first time ever hosting an event, and it's going to be an annual event. They'll be able to do it next year. Head coach Matt Aguero has gone leaps and bounds, or maybe strides and jumps for cross country for that program. Since he's taken over, they've been doing great things, and of course adding an All-American Julius Career to that, that's an amazing accomplishment, not only for him personally, but for the team and Cameron University as a whole. And then, of course, basically our men's and women's basketball teams have entire new lineups, barely any returners. And I've never really witnessed the hype that there's been with those two teams on this campus before in previous teams. There's excitement, it started, but never a hype and a buzz created around a group of players, not only the core returners, but also the notable and the not so notable players that were brought in to help. So it's been a great year and exciting, and it's sad I'm leaving right at the beginning of men and women's basketball. I wish I could, maybe take a couple more classes and come back for a semester.
Now, you talk about witnessing the hype with these teams. What has been your most memorable moment in Cameron sports?
It's got to be last season. Of course, it was an exciting ride with the men's basketball team. They set a record for wins in the season in the first year with head coach Wade Alexander. But it's probably going to be the game that Dave Smith set the three-point record, and the team also set the team record for most three-point field goals made in a game. I think 4 minutes into the game, they were already up 24-2. They came out firing on all cylinders, and actually had the opportunity to call that game for the Go Aggie Network, which is something you and Kyle usually do. Me and former host Cecilio actually had the chance to that night, so it was especially fun to be able to do it with him. Of course, I've grown up with Cecilio, and we used to do this show together. So that's got to be my favorite moment in Aggie sports that I've been there to witness. So it was great. The place went crazy, and you could see the excitement on the players' faces.
Now, you were there to call the game and also talk about the game afterwards on In the Huddle. What has been your most memorable In the Huddle moment?
Oh, it's got to just be the opportunity. Of course, I helped out my freshman year when Kyle Weatherly was the host of the show. And then when he graduated, you know, they didn't really have any candidates to fill the spots. And me and Cecilio begged and pleaded. And, you know, they made us come up with a script, storyline, stuff we would do, basically produce a show that wasn't created to see if we were capable. And we earned the trust of them. And Dr. Jenkins and Mr. Adams, you know, lent us the opportunity to do this. And it's been a great chance to, you know, get some real experience as well as do something I enjoy and kind of give the excitement I get from Cameron Athletics and try to portray that to the student body, and you know, hope they can kind of feed into it because they have a great thing going on here. It's so competitive in every aspect, in every program. You really, if you've never been, you got to check it out.
Well, thanks, Jake, for all your help, all the video, footage, interviews. Thank you for everything you've done for In the Huddle. We greatly appreciate it.
Oh man, I've had a blast. I appreciate it. I've had fun with this semester with you too, Mike.
Let's take a look at the schedule for this week. Men and women's basketball hosts Hillsdale Free Will Baptist on the 30th. Women start at 6. The men's game starts at 8 p.m. Men's basketball then travels to San Antonio to play UT San Antonio on December the 1st. Women's basketball starts a 2-game road swing on December the 3rd against Abilene Christian. They finish up against Angelo State on December the 5th. Both teams starting off very well this season. Women at 2-2. Josie Stewart, 18 points, and also averaging 3 steals a game. She's been a monster.
Yeah, she's been a monster for the team, definitely. And then, of course, with Lindy Novell helping out. And then, of course, new recruit Jessica Priest coming in. She's supporting and contributing. But the 2-2 record might be a little bit unfair if you really think about it. They went down and played in a tournament in Florida where they went against some of the top powers in Division II, not just the Lone Star Conference, but all of Division II NCAA basketball. So that, you know, and they played close games. They fought hard, and they were in every game. So we were witnessing something exciting with both of these teams, and I think the more they play, the more they gel, the better they're going to be.
Right. And that wraps up another episode of In the Huddle. To view this episode, go to youtube.com and type in CUInternetTV with no spaces. You will also find the latest episodes of This Week in SGA and Top of the Hour.
For more news on sports and stats, visit Cameron's athletic website, goaggies.cameron.edu. You can check out the latest in any Aggie sports.
We want to give a special thanks to Sports Information Director Craig Martin for his help in making In the Huddle the show for Cameron Sports.
We also want to thank the CU TV crew for their help in making this show possible. So for everyone in the CU TV studio, and for the last time, I'm Jacob Russell.
And I'm Michael Faget. Good luck, Aggies, on finals, and happy holidays. We'll see you in the Huddle.